The world that we knew before the pandemic is gone. Our lives, personally and professionally, have been turned upside down. Look, expectations have changed. How you show up matters more now than it did even 2 or 3 years ago. Having your camera off on a Zoom call, perhaps not participating in meetings at all, look, you speak volumes even if you never say a word. But I get it. You're intimidated. Maybe you're anxious and fearful of actually talking in front of people. That's okay. Maybe you don't think you have anything important to say at all. Well, let's talk about how you can show up and speak up more confidently now and in the future. So, why am I talking about the pandemic? Well, because I met a guy named John on a Zoom call during the pandemic. And it was one of those where he didn't say anything. His camera stayed off the entire time. But he reached out to me afterwards and said, "Hey, can we meet in person? Socially distant and outside, of course." But what he told me and what I found out is he didn't think he came across well on Zoom calls. So he just said nothing at all. So these are the 5 tips that I shared with John that I've shared with many of you who also have a reluctance about speaking on video calls or in meetings. These 5 tips will help you overcome your fear, show up, and speak up differently in the future. So let's jump in. Point number 1, prepare ahead of time. Prepare ahead of time for your meetings so that you are well versed in the topics that will be discussed. By preparing ahead of time, not only will you know the topics that are discussed, but you will feel more comfortable being in that conversation. Number 2, write key points and questions down on a piece of paper. Literally, as you're preparing, just write down the key points that stick out to you, or maybe the questions that you might want to ask. Have that piece of paper in front of you on your call or when you're in your meeting. Number 3, practice. You just prepared, you just wrote down your key points and the questions. Now practice reading them out loud. You don't have to memorize anything. You will have your notes in front of you while you are speaking. So just practice. Practice saying those questions and key points out loud. Number 4, relax. Take a deep breath. When you take a deep breath, it tends to calm any fear and anxiety you may be feeling in that moment. Take a deep breath, collect your thoughts. You have your notes in front of you. Just read them as you've written them. Number 5, start small. You're not writing a dissertation and you're not giving a speech. When I say start small, what I mean is say one sentence, ask one question. Maybe you want to start as simple and small as saying, "I agree." You agree with a statement that has been made in the meeting. Start small, and then with each question, with each comment that you make, you will build confidence as you go. So, follow these 5 tips, but also listen, check out my YouTube channel. You just heard the bell For additional coaching videos such as these, I'm constantly offering career tips and training videos for your use. I will also link below to additional free career sources for you. But pretty much all of my advice, check it out. It's right there on the YouTube channel. Now, I see we have some people joining us live this morning. Thank you for being here. Let's jump into your questions. Eileen, good morning. Let's hope it's wisdom for the week. No, I think these 5 tips, Eileen, will be helpful to a number of people, both who are here watching this morning, but also those who may catch us on the replay. Good morning, Randy. Chris, I love these Monday morning conversations as well, and I'm grateful that you and the others here choose to join me each Monday and each Thursday. Randy, talking on video calls is so different than in person. Randy, it's true, and I can't tell you how many people reach out to me for advice about how to show up, how to present themselves on video calls. And so whether it's Zoom or Microsoft Teams or Cisco or whatever form of video call people are using, there is a general reluctance to have their camera on. Some people will say, well, I don't like my background. Or what if I have kids and dogs running around? And look, if there's one thing we've learned during the pandemic, kids, dogs, whomever, everybody's welcome on a Zoom call. And I always say that to those joining me on a call to put them at ease. Eileen, it's always better to prepare for your meeting. Indeed, you will feel more confident and at ease when you speak. And it constantly is surprising, but also takes reinforcement, Eileen, that simple preparation can go a long way. Instead of sitting there in the moment listening to a conversation and you can feel your anxiety building and you're fearful somebody's going to call on you, preparing ahead of time can at least remove, let's put it that way. Yes, prepare, but remove any anxiety and fear in case you want to talk or in case you are called on. Randy, you have a client who starts every meeting with everyone taking 3 slow, deep breaths. That is a great suggestion, Randy. I may have to try that myself. I love that. That's a great tip. I think I'm going to share that. Chris, this is perfect. Preparation and practice will produce incredible results. Absolutely. And listen, if you're a basketball fan, you know that John Wooden follow the 4 P's as well, planning and practice and preparation. And I'm going blank on the fourth, but Chris is right. Chris is absolutely right. Preparation and practice will produce incredible results. And Chris, thank you for subscribing to my YouTube channel. Yes, all the nuggets that I have to share are there. And someone reached out recently and told me I should promote my channel more because they love the advice that I've included there in my videos. Rady, thank you. So informative. Yeah, thank you for checking out my channel. What is the link to register for my coaching program? Eileen, if you go to my website, it's cicelysimpson.com. Then you can click right on the homepage and learn more about my coaching program. As a matter of fact, I coach on Monday nights and Thursday nights. Mondays is our coaching call. Thursday is our open Q&A, ask me anything call. And we're working through the 5 strategies of the chair leadership model. And so tonight we are starting strategy 2, which is the H in chair for honesty. So I would love for anyone here or anyone watching, reach out to me if you have questions about that program. I'd love to tell you more about it and invite you to join us. We have some amazing conversations in that coaching program. It's incredible. In case anyone wants a clickable link, yes, video.cicely.me. Thank you, Chris. You're 2 steps ahead of me this morning, my friend. Chris Rivera, relaxation is so incredibly important. It shows in your demeanor and builds confidence. Absolutely. Do you think relaxation is a practice skill? Chris, I actually do because I know people who take the 3 deep breaths that Randy mentioned and they still have a little bit of anxiety. So I think you have to consciously relax and know that you have your notes in front of you. You're not expected to perform. Again, this is not a speech. You may just want to start simple as saying that you agree with a statement that's already been made. But I do believe relaxation is a practiced skill. Of course, Chris, you can make an observation. Your way of presenting is the perfect combination of calm and confidence. Just watching you present is a lesson. I'm taking notes. Well, Chris, I'm gonna capture that comment and post it any and everywhere I can. Thank you. Chris, I've had 25 plus years of coaching and teaching how to accelerate in one's career, how to accelerate career growth. So I've had a lot of practice at this, but thank you for not only observing the confidence that I have, but thank you for having confidence in me, for joining me to learn these tips and strategies every Monday and Thursday and the replay on my YouTube channel. So thank you, Chris. Randy, totally agree. Thank you. Yes, Eileen, thank you for putting that link there. That is my website. Thankfully, there are not many Cicely Simpsons in the world. So, CicelySimpson.com is exactly the way to find me. And Chris Rivera, man, you're coming in for you're the pinch hitter today. Performance is that fourth one. Yes, my friend. Planning, preparation, practice, and performance. I am still clearly in March Madness mode, even though it's April. But I actually have those John Wooden 4Ps captured in a screenshot that I share with people individually who kind of just need a framework with which to prepare for projects or speaking. Um, oh, LAX. Melissa, you're at LAX. I will be heading to LA soon myself to reconnect with many friends and colleagues out there. So I hope you have a safe trip and safe travels. I'm going to just put this back on the screen again because, like I said, Chris Rivera is delivering for me this morning. So that folks, if you're watching this on the replay or if you're here live, screenshot those 4Ps just so you have those because they align perfectly with the 5 tips that I've shared here for showing up and speaking up more confidently now and in the future. So, Chris, thank you again for including those. Thank you for the comments this morning. I certainly am grateful for you joining me here for these live videos. But again, feel free to check out the YouTube channel and the links below in the comments for additional resources. I will see you on Thursday. I am here every Monday and Thursday live at 9:30 a.m. Thank you for watching.